Hey guys, alright, so I sound like a cheerleader. Hey guys, alright, so I am back here at Jaded Tresses Salon because your girl needs help. Alright, so I've been trying to do the wash and go by myself. It's not really working, so I have come back to none other than the Curl Whisperer so that she could teach me one more time how to do this wash and go. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? All right, let's go. All right, guys, so I'm back here again with Tamika.
Hey.
Hey, girl.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How you
good
doing?
to see you, of course.
All right, so we need to talk about my hair and what's been going on, right?
Yep, this is a good follow-up time.
Yeah.
So
I have a lot to tell you. Kind of good news.
Good.
I've been working on my edges.
I see.
But I can't get the wash and go.
Okay.
I can't get it. It's not.
So it's a wash and no for you.
It's a wash and no.
Alright. Well, what we'll do today is definitely check back in on what we've talked about before, see how you progressed, and then we'll go through the wash and go after your deep treatment today.
So we're gonna do it together.
Yes, you're gonna get hands-on with me because I gotta see where you've gone wrong. Maybe it's the products, maybe it's the application, maybe it's both. We'll figure it out.
Okay, I'm excited.
So what we're going to do today is get you washed, we're going to get you deep conditioned, we're going to do some specialized oil treatments again for your hair and scalp, and we're going to go through a little bit of a very light trim in the front area just to make sure that it's cleaned up and blended in better. So after we've done that, I'll have Liz get you sectioned and prepped and ready. I'm going to do some of the hair, most of it. I'm going to have you go in on one side to the other and just show me your body language and your product application just to make sure everything is good. Okay.
I'm gonna learn how to do the wash and go for real.
We're gonna learn today. Let's do it.
Girl, I just got the best scalp massage of my life. Like, I am scalped. Okay? I'll go head over to the dryer now and just deep condition these strands, you know.
So what I'm doing is, again, we've sectioned you off. We're working in the butter and the gel. So your butter will take the place of your leave-in conditioner. The gel is your actual definer, and it's more the method than anything, as I always state.
Which was what I was having a problem with.
The method of getting your hands in, and it's also different when you're doing your hair versus trying to do someone else's.
Yeah.
So as I do it, you're going to see me massage the product very well into the ends and work upward. And this is after we product layered the butter, but just taking the place of of your leave-in, and then the actual styling gel. So you always want to massage. You're going to get that lengthening, you're going to get that detangling effect after you rub everything on and run your fingers through. And when I do them, I'm opening up my fingers like a comb, grasping the hair between, and I'm pulling down, but not to pull the product off your hair. Just to kind of keep it massaged in to those individual structured pieces that we're running our fingers through.
Okay.
So once it's in, I'm going to release, and they're going to be a whole bunch of defined individual sections like so. And we're going to just repeat that.
I noticed you actually take quite large sections for what I would think you would need when doing a wash and go on my texture hair. So that's like really interesting.
So yeah, when you apply the product to the whole section, it can be applied as one large individual like chunk or section. It doesn't have to be perfectly parted. So as I work everything into this one large, you're going to see me break it down to smaller subsections just to make sure it's worked in, physically running my fingers through and get that definition. So all I did was wet it, make sure it was detangled for you. I'm going to bring the product near you.
Okay.
And
so
take what you feel, like judging by this section,
Yeah.
or how would you have done it, should I say, on your own? Like when you tried it, what was your steps?
So I would normally take the leave-in, like so, massage this area in just to moisturize it.
Okay.
Is that enough?
I would actually put more. I was waiting to see what you were gonna do.
So my next step would be to, I know you take a lot of gel. So
she started with that.
I started with this. We got
Not
this.
bad.
Okay, and
Get to the ends.
oh, you just put it on.
Right onto the ends. And then I start, like, in a sense of what you guys do when you're rubbing your hand, I already rub it on the hair at this point.
Okay. All right, and then you said
rake through. Now that section is pretty big, so you're gonna make sure you subsection it to something smaller. So that can either be halfway across and you're focusing on just that area.
Okay.
Like you're gonna take now everything remaining on your fingers and wipe all up in this area so you don't miss any spots.
So I feel like what really helps is clenching, kind of.
Right, because it stops it from
Yeah.
kind of going back up.
So
Now, does it feel good in terms of the amount of product you have on your hands, or do you feel like you need to add a little more?
I feel like I need more.
Okay, so if you do, do so. That's what all of this is about. The wash and goes is more about feeling. So everything you feel, if you feel like you need more, definitely add more.
So you, okay.
So eventually when you're done, just slide all the way down. Perfect. So you can see the individual strands. Now, it always looks, again, very deceiving. At this point, you see how you still have product on your fingers and knuckles. You can always take something off. If you feel like that one wasn't as connected, you'll put it back onto the ends and just kind of either go over individualized pieces, or that might mean that you need to just rake it through to make them two. Okay? And if always a little down.
But yeah, you definitely have a technique down when it comes to defining, because from what you did and what I did, like I can see I caused some frizz, whereas yours are just super defined.
Defined it, even though, yes. So it does take you know, a good technique, of course, and the consistency of applying it. Of course, it's easier when you're doing it, like I said, on someone else, but there are things that you can do just learning trial and error on your own. You know, you take a little bit of the technique I'm teaching you, but then you'll take, well, this is my setup at home, this is what I'm using, this is my body language once I'm there for whatever reasons, and then you make it your own.
Interesting. We are done, and my hair looks amazing, Tamika. Like
it's grown, definitely.
So a few things that I've learned today, I'm gonna try and put into practice. So the first is not being afraid of products and really getting into your hair and raking that product through. So that's something I'm definitely gonna keep in mind, and y'all should keep in mind too. The wetter the better.
Yes.
So I want to make sure the hair is like soaking wet.
It doesn't have to be dripping wet, but the wetter the better. So keep a water bottle by your side. When in doubt, just spray it with water to be safe.
Okay. And also drying. Drying is really important. I think with my hair type 2, not type 2, but I think with my hair type, it's important that we did dry under the dryer.
Yes.
So that it could really set at that moment rather than walking around with it wet all day and having it air dry.
Right.
So I got the tips from the Curl Whisperer, and I'm really, really thankful for you taking the time out to teach me and the rest of us how to do the wash and go.